Hello, Critical Beauty Salon viewers. Welcome again to my channel. Tonight, I have a special guest. Her name is Gwendolyne Fourniol. She is competing for Miss World Philippines 2022, and she is representing the province of Negros Occidental. So we're just waiting for Gwendolyn to log in the chat room. So if you have any questions for Gwendolyn, please feel free to post them in the chat box below, and I'd be more than happy to read them and let's see what she thinks. So can't wait to meet her. How is everybody doing? All right, as you know, today was the Santa Cruzan, featuring the Beauty Filipinas 2022 contestants. Did any of you watch it? I got to see some pictures of the beauty queens wearing beautiful, amazing costumes. And let's see, you can find some of these pictures and images on the Instagram account of Critical Beauty Philippines at Critical Beauty PH. So, okay. I hope one can make it. I think the connection is very slow. Come on, Gwen, where are you? So the Miss World Philippines 2022 had a press presentation yesterday. And it's really funny because there were some girls that were totally off my radar and they were never on my list. But after I've seen some of them presented themselves to the press, and the way they answered the questions and the way they projected themselves on stage, I was really impressed by some of these girls that were not on my list. And I think there's one in particular, I forgot her name, but she's just really, really beautiful. And I think she is a new contestant. This is her first time competing in Miss World Philippines. So yeah, you know what you see on social media, pictures, videos, they're actually just superficial. You have to actually wait for them to speak, how to see how they express themselves, how they behave in public. All that is very important, and you know, it's a lot easier to judge these girls based on how they interact with the audience rather than what they put up on social media. So come on, let me know if you have any favorites so far from Miss World Philippines. Post them in the comment box, please. I want to know what your opinion is, your thoughts are. All right, so while we're waiting for Gwen, let me check some of the girls that I like from Miss World Philippines. Give you some of my early assessments. So I'm gonna check the Instagram account, Miss World Philippines. Okay. So I'm looking at some of the pictures. Okay, actually the first contestant, her name is Simone Bornelia. I actually interviewed her when she was competing for Miss Universe Philippines 2021. She made the top 16, and I'm so happy that she's returned to compete in Miss World Philippines. I think this pageant is more suitable for her type of beauty, and considering the fact that there are about 7 or 8 titles that they are distributing at Miss World Philippines pageant, I think she could possibly get one other titles. And she's only 19, so of course, there's a Miss Eco Teen International title that they're handing out. So who knows? She might win that title. Another girl that I would really like is, let me see. Who was that girl who surprised me? Okay, so here's another one, Maria Gigante. Okay, she is representing Cebu. I think Maria is one of those veteran pageant girls. I think she's about 28, so this is her year to compete. But I sent her an Instagram message requesting to be interviewed, and I don't think she's seen my image, my message. So hopefully she'll get back to me. All right. Okay. Now I see Gwendolyn entering the chat room. Let's admit her. Hi. Oh my God, the connection must be really very slow. Hello.
Hello, sorry, I'm just setting it up because it was telling me to create an account for Zoom, so I had a hard time.
You don't have a Zoom account? Oh my God.
No, I don't really use Zoom. I'm more used to Google Meet.
Oh, okay.
Let me check.
Well,
here.
get with the program, girl, because the whole world is in Zoom right now. Did you think it was on Instagram? Did you think we were going to do the interview on Instagram?
No, I've never done an interview yet on Instagram.
Really?
Yes, actually.
Hi.
Hello. Let me just set my camera. So nice to finally meet you after 2 tries.
I know, right? I understand that the activities are very hectic because the finals are approaching, I believe, June 5th, isn't it? The finals?
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So they're trying to cram all the events, I think, in like less than 1 month. So yes, we're having a hectic time.
So I know you had the sports challenge the other day. Mm-hmm. How was that like?
I think compared to last year, because I had sports challenge last year, I think it was more intense and competitive because it was per group. And last year it was, you didn't have a group, you had to do it on your own. So with a group, you really had to work as a teamwork. And I think that was very different this year.
Mm-hmm. How did you think you did?
Honestly, my sport was basketball and squats. And I think I did quite well in squats because apparently I did 80 squats in 1 minute.
Oh, wow.
And that's a record for me. I know. I was so surprised.
Wow. You must have a really great derriere.
I don't think so because I could not feel my legs after that. Like until now, I cannot feel my legs. I'm having a hard time.
Sore.
Super sore, yes.
Oh, that's funny. Well, I think it's great that the girls had a good time, and you girls had every chance to bond with one another, and that's what pageantry is all about. You make good friends, for life. You guys become sisters for life, and then whatever happens, whatever the consequences may be, you learn from these experiences and you carry on to whatever you're going to do in the future. So I think this is part of the journey. And I think sometimes the journey is more interesting than the actual destination, you know, because there could be a lot of
Yes.
surprises along the way too. So
That's so true. Yeah, you meet a lot of new people, you learn a lot of new things during the journey. And I think that's the most rewarding and passionate thing for me is the journey, really. Yeah, you said it right.
so I know that she competed in Miss World Philippines last year. I know that, and I think some of your followers, of course, know that. But to those people who know little about you or who have never heard of you, please tell us a little about yourself, your background, your family, and all that wonderful stuff. Go, Gwen.
Okay, so I was born in France and I grew up there with my mother, my father, and my two brothers. And so French is my first language, and I lived there until I was 11 years old and moved to the UK and studied there. So I think I've been to a lot of countries and I was able to, really be exposed to different cultures, and that really allowed me to can you hear the background music? I'm not sure if you can hear that.
Not really, no, I can't, no.
Okay, good. So I was really exposed to different cultures, and that really allowed me to be more open-minded growing up, especially with my two brothers. So I'm very grateful for my parents giving me that opportunity. And growing up, I was so fond of languages. I was so fond of music. So I played piano, guitar, and I also studied economics, which is a thing I think most people are surprised by me because I don't seem like someone who would like economics.
Yeah.
So I think that's such a weird choice, for people who first meet me. But I'm really passionate about economics. So yes.
I think we need more good economists this time. That's interesting. So how did your parents meet?
My parents met in Luxembourg. So my mom was an au pair. She was, I think she was wanting to study there, and she met my dad in a park. That's what she told me. Like he was jogging, and then I asked for her number, and that's when they started, really dating. That is such a weird story, but it's really cute and memorable.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. So you're born in France. So your other siblings were also born and raised in France?
Yes, that's right. But right now they're studying in England. So my younger brother is doing computer engineering, and my older brother is working right now full time because he's older.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, that's great. So you speak French, you speak English, you speak Filipino?
Yes. Actually, I moved here when I was 18 by myself, so 2018. And the first 2 years, I could not speak any Tagalog, but I learned through teleseries. So I think I can understand most of it, not the deep words, but yeah, I can, catch up with what most people are saying.
Okay, that's funny. I speak French. Je parle français. On peut parler français ensemble si tu veux.
Wow, d'accord, tu parles français, super.
Oui. J'ai appris le français à l'école. Je me suis spécialisé en études françaises au collège. J'ai vécu en France pendant 1 année. Et ensuite, j'ai enseigné le français pendant quelques années aussi. C'est voilà pourquoi je parle français.
Wow,
et
c'est incroyable.
La France me manque beaucoup. J'adore la culture française.
Oui, moi aussi, ça me manque. La nourriture, c'est délicieux. J'adore la nourriture, le vin, le fromage, le pain, les délices. J'adore ça.
C'est drôle parce qu'il y a très peu de Philippins qui parlent français. En fait, je ne sais pas si tu suis, il y a une show dans le YouTube par une moitié philippine, moitié française. Son père est syrien qui parle français, et sa mère est philippine. Mais elle est née en France et maintenant elle a un show en YouTube qui est très très populaire. Et ensuite, elle enseigne aux Philippins du parler français.
Ah, d'accord.
J'oublie le nom, j'oublie son nom, mais elle est chouette, elle est adorable.
Ah, d'accord. Ah, je crois pas que je la connais, mais j'aimerais bien la connaître.
Mais écoute, tu aurais pu rester en France et entrer dans Miss France. C'est comme ça.
Oui, je sais parce que Miss France, c'est pas aussi populaire comparé à ici. Tu sais, les
Oui.
Miss Universe, Miss World, tous les, tous les, pageant, I'm not trying to say pageant.
Les concours de
Les
beauté.
concours,
Les
oui,
concours de beauté. Yeah.
oui, concours de beauté, mais je crois que c'est différent en France. Alors, c'est plus facile, je crois, parce qu'il y a pas autant de compétition en France,
Oui.
parce qu'il n'y a pas beaucoup de filles qui connaissent les concours de beauté ou qui veulent joindre des concours de beauté. C'est pas aussi
Oui,
populaire.
ça c'est vrai, ça c'est vrai.
Ouais.
Wow. Okay, for those of you who have just joined our show, as you know, you caught me and Gwen speaking French because we both like French culture. We both speak French. So she was telling me that she was born in France, also her siblings, and then she moved to the UK to study, and now she moved to the Philippines when she was 18. So you're still in the process of learning Filipino, correct?
Yes, I think every day is a new day for learning Filipino. I hear new words every day. I think it's gonna be still a long journey. It's like endless journey of me learning new words.
Can you say a complete sentence in Filipino, like a simple sentence in Filipino?
Should I make it konyo or like very very formal? Like, tara, punta tayo sa palengke, or tara, shopping tayo. But I think in Tagalog there's still, a lot of English words. So I think
In
it's
Spanish
easy to,
as well.
yeah, so it's easy to just, I think, learn it quickly.
That's good. That's good. So in a way, you remind me of the new Miss Universe Philippines, Celeste Cortezi. Yeah, because she doesn't. Well, she's still in the process of learning Filipino, but as you know, she was born in the Philippines, but she moved to Italy, where she grew up and was raised. That's why she speaks fluent Italian, and she came back to the Philippines like 4 years ago to start competing in pageant, and then she wins Miss Universe Philippines. So in the process, she's still learning Filipino, but she's very much Filipino. So do you feel do you feel Filipino?
Of course, I've always felt Filipino. I think many people doubt, people that can't speak Tagalog perfectly to, be Filipino, to be considered Filipino. But when you come from two cultures, you really have to adapt to both. But for me, Philippines has always felt like home compared to, other countries I've been to. And like Celeste, I think that makes her even more special because she's willing to learn something new, and she's willing to do that for the Filipinos, and that shows that she really is a Filipino at heart.
Exactly. That's so true. Now, how would your family and friends describe you in 3 words? Who is the real Gwendolyn in 3 words?
Well, I think they would say I'm very passionate about what I do. So when I learn something, I do it to the extreme, and I always learn more. I don't give up, learning, like, for example, piano or guitar. It's always still embedded in me. So I'm very passionate about what I do. I'm also, I'd say, energetic. I think I can be very energetic, even if I've had 2 hours of sleep, especially recently. So I still have a lot of energy, and I try to make people smile a lot. And the third word would be ambitious. So I have so many dreams. If you knew me personally, I have so many dreams, so many goals. And I think it's a problem for me because I try to achieve them, and I'm really hard on myself a lot because of those dreams.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so you're passionate. What was the other one? You're
energetic.
Energetic, and the third one?
Ambitious.
PEA.
Yes.
P.
Yes.
When you think of P, think of Gwendolyn.
That was not intentional.
or you can reverse it like APE, ape.
Yes, exactly.
Either way. Oh, that's funny. Now, okay, so earlier I mentioned that you competed last year in Miss Philippines, and you placed in the top 15. What was that your first time pageant, at least in the Philippines? Was that the first time that you joined a pageant in the Philippines?
Yes, that was my first ever pageant. Actually, I was not in I wasn't supposed to join. I think my mom sent me like a picture of the screening and the details. She's like, you should join, just try it. You know, nothing bad can happen if you give it a try. So yeah, I applied, I submitted my application, and I got in the first screening. And then after the first screening, I got in the second screening, which I was very surprised because at that time I had no confidence. So I think that boosted my confidence a bit and made me want to try it really, like pageantry.
That's great. And not only that, but a year has passed, and of course, within a year, a lot of things have happened in your life, which probably contributed to your life experience. So you can talk more about life, also wisdom. I think when people get older, we tend to acquire more wisdom. We become wiser, so to speak. So one of these days you're going to be a parent, and you will want to transmit all the knowledge, all the wisdom that you've learned along the way to your children, right?
That's true.
That's good.
So I think 1 year gave me a lot of it's like very refreshing because everything is done differently. And I could say it's my second pageant. Miss World is my first pageant, but this is my second time around. And that's why I chose Miss World again, because I'm working really close to my advocacy, which is ERDA Foundation. And I've been working even closer after the first Miss World that I joined ended. And I don't think it ended for me. It was like a continuation. For me, it's like a calling for me to continue to use my voice for what I really believe in, which is education.
How old are you? You're 21?
Yes, I'm 21.
Okay, all right. So you're still young, and you have plenty of years actually. You still have so many years to compete in pageants actually. So that's good. Now, what has been the most challenging aspect of your preparation for this competition?
I think it's really the mental game, because from being in pageant season to being off pageant season, I think you really have to put the balance between all of it. So it's the training with Passarella, it's the Q&A, it's working even closer with your advocacy, social media, trying to keep a balance of everything. It's really a mental game, and you have to find the right balance so you don't get tired out, because I think so many people would, get overwhelmed by all of those challenges. But the real challenge is balancing it out so you don't get tired.
Oh, I totally agree. Balance, time management as well. I mean, you can only do so many things in 24 hours. I mean, sometimes I wish instead of 24 hours to work 48 hours in one day, but it's
exactly, because like you're trying to fit like sleep and everything, so it's so challenging.
Yeah. So again, it boils down to priorities. You have to, make a list of your priorities. What is your top priority? What's your secondary, and your whatever tertiary, and so forth and so on. So yeah, so you really have to be very selective about your priorities. So that's great. Now, if you don't win the Miss World Philippines crown, would you be content with winning something else?
I'm really aiming for the world, but honestly, because I've been close to a lot of the ladies last year, and I've seen, their social medias and what the crown that they've won is all about. And I think Eco would be okay as well, because I've seen Kathleen, I'm very close to Kathleen Pageant, and I've seen the work she's doing. It just seems so rewarding, and all the selfless acts she's done for other people, especially with the Eco crown. I think that would be okay with me, because every crown comes with great responsibility, and it's about how you use that responsibility.
Exactly, that's true. And I think not only that, but I think the winners are already written in the stars. So I think come June 5th, it's only a question of finding out who those lucky winners are. So there's really no reason to stress about whether or not you're going to win or lose. I think the most important thing, just like in any other competition, is to just focus. Focus. And also, don't compete with the other girls, compete with yourself. You can only compete, because the Gwendolyn of last year is not the same Gwendolyn this year. you were better this year than last year's wonderful.
Mhm.
And next year, you're going to be even better. So, you're on your way to becoming, the better person that God, wants you to be. So that's great. Now,
Yes, you could have said it better. I think the biggest competition is yourself. So you cannot compete with others. It's about yourself and being a better version of yourself every day, because you can't stay the same every day. You have to keep going up, and just not just mentally, physically, and everything. I think it's very important.
what makes you angry?
In general, what makes me angry is people that don't care as much about other people, like hurting their feelings or being rude and disrespectful to one another. Because I believe that if you want to be treated right, you should treat others the same way. Yes.
Well, yeah, the golden rule: treat others
Yes.
the same way that
As you
you
would
want
like to be
treat
treated.
you.
Yeah.
That's good. I think that's, if people were to choose one religion, that would be the religion that everybody should follow. Because despite all our differences, I mean, we're not going to be able to convince each other of what I believe or what you believe. But I think we should come to an agreement that the best form of belief that will unify us together is, again, respecting each other's opinions. That's good.
Exactly. Yes, I agree.
Gwen, would you, being half French, of course, the French are very famous for their sense of fashion, style, and beauty. How would you describe your personal fashion sense?
I think moving from different countries has really changed my fashion sense and transformed it in a way. I think up to 11 years old, I was very French. I was like a typical French girl. But then when I moved to the UK, I also adapted the British sense of fashion because of the weather as well. In England, it's so cold and it rains every day. So you're used to having like a puffer jacket, joggers, leggings, but you don't really do that in France because it doesn't get as cold there.
Yeah.
And then when I moved to the Philippines, wow, I was like blown away by the heat. It took me so long to get used to it. It's so hot here. You cannot live without aircon. And even if there's aircon, you're still like sweating. So you have like natural glow every day, right?
Exactly.
The sweat.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I don't think I can get away with having a French type of fashion here. But if I go out maybe with my friends and I know it's going to be cold, I would dress like a French girl and people would know I'm French from the way I look. So I guess there's those moments where I can really be myself. But
Right.
in the Philippines it's just so hot. I just try and wear t-shirts and be comfortable as I can be.
Do you like jeans, blue jeans?
Yeah, I think I like jeans, but I'm more of a skirt girl or a dress
Skirt
girl.
girl? Okay.
Yeah, it's more easy to.
So you prefer girly stuff? Okay, that's great.
I think so. Yeah, I really like girly stuff. I think it's easier for me to try and style it with a denim jacket or accessories compared to jeans. It's too casual sometimes, so you can never go wrong with a skirt or a dress.
Good. We all love fashion and always look up to the French for the latest style.
Yes, c'est très vrai.
Now, did you vote during the Philippine president elections?
No, I did
You
not.
didn't?
I was
Okay.
not registered, and I'm not. I'm still trying to learn how to, how all that works here. Since I'm a dual citizen, I have Filipino and then French citizenship.
Citizenship?
So I think it goes different for me. But I voted in France and in England. So
Okay.
yes.
Are you satisfied with the results of the Philippine presidency?
I think that no one can really be truly satisfied. What we can do though is really be supportive of the new, whoever the new president of the Philippines is, because you just have to hope that he will do what's best for the country. And you cannot really go hating on social media or fighting with other people because that doesn't resolve any issues. It just makes it worse and it creates hate. And that's something that no, politics should not do. It should do the opposite. It should bring people together. So I'm hoping that that's what, the new president will do.
Good. I totally agree. Totally agree. Now, how would you describe your perfect weekend?
Perfect weekend for me nowadays is staying in and watching a movie and having like healthy food or being with my friends. I think since growing up more, I'm not really into going out as often. I like staying in and having a relaxing time and just
Mhm.
having me time, taking care of myself. It's so important. I think people tend to forget that.
Yeah, I agree. Do you watch Netflix?
Of course, I love Netflix, but I'm trying not to watch it as often right now because I'm, very much focused on Miss World and doing Q&A and keeping up with the news and everything that's important.
Hmm. Okay. Now, what do you think of tattoos? And do you have any?
I think tattoos are good. They're a form of expression for many. Some people may be against it, and some people may stereotype someone because of it. And I think that's not really right because everyone has a different way of expressing themselves. For me, it's through music, through languages, through writing songs, or whichever way. And some people it's through art. And I think that's something very respectable. I don't have tattoos. I had a thought about having like a small tattoo, like a half French and half Filipino flag,
Mhm.
but I'm just too scared right now to, commit to something that I'm not sure would, keep my mind to.
Right.
So I haven't done it yet.
Well, you can always get a temporary tattoo. It doesn't have to be permanent, you know.
That's true. Yeah, I
Something
could
that you
try
can
it
wash,
out.
something that you can wear for like a few months and wash it off. Yeah, you can try one of those.
Oh yeah, I could try that. Thank you for that. So I could see if I like it in the long run.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. I
Mhm.
don't know. I think it's just me personally. I guess tattoos would look better on guys than on girls. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old fashioned, but the way I see it is that if you own a very expensive car like a Jaguar or a Mercedes Benz, why would you want to?
Mhm.
Why would you want to ruin it with a graffiti on? You know what I mean, on the
Mhm.
body? So I think that's the way I see
Yeah.
tattoos and beautiful bodies. But it's just my opinion. Okay.
Of course, everyone has their own opinions, and some people may not like tattoos. Some people may want like a body full of tattoos. For me, that's not really for me. But I wouldn't judge anyone else who has so many tattoos. I think it's their way of expressing.
Mhm. Good. I know you're only 21. You're very young. Where do you find meaning in your life? When?
Um,
I know
I
it's a
think
deep
I
question.
yeah, that's such a deep question. I have to think about it.
What is
So,
the meaning of life?
oh gosh, well, that's a deep question, and I think I find meaning through like it's sort of inspirational things. So music for me, teaching. I love teaching French. It's like my passion, and I found inspiration and meaning to it because every day I see people's knowledge go up because of me, and I love teaching and I embrace that because it opens doors to opportunities, especially I've been surprised because the oldest person I've taught French was like 59. And it's never too late to learn. So that's what really gives me meaning. It's like you're never too late to start something because age is not really, it's not a barrier for you to stop something. It's not really a barrier for you to stop learning.
I totally agree. There's no such, there's an expression that you can't, where's the expression? It says you can't teach old dogs new tricks. I don't believe that expression. I
Mhm.
think every day, it doesn't matter what your age is, you always learn something new, you know? So that's great. That's great. Keep
Yes,
up
I
that
agree.
attitude. I'm all for it.
Yes.
We all have fears. I know. I know. I'm scared of claustrophobia. I don't want to be in a room that is so small, or even a very tiny elevator where you can only fit two people. I feel so
Mhm.
claustrophobic. Do you have any fears, Gwen?
Yes, I think my number one fear is clowns. I hate
Plants?
clowns.
Oh,
Yeah,
clowns.
clowns. Yes, I hate
Clowns.
clowns. Yeah,
Clowns.
I
The
really don't
clowns.
like them.
Okay.
Yeah, clown. I mean, I can watch them in horror movies, but like I have such a fear of clowns. When I was little, I saw like these, really big clowns with massive sticks. Like they walk on like long sticks, and I just ran away crying. And
Oh
that's just
my
like a
God.
memory in my head. I just hate clowns.
So you never overcame that fear? You still have that fear?
I don't think I'm as scared today, but I still have like that flashback in my head whenever I see a clown. So I really try to distance myself from clowns.
Okay. All right. So people out there, just remember, Gwen does not like clowns. Okay. So never make any attempt to dress up as a clown and scare her. Otherwise, she might do something bad.
Yeah, I might punch you in the face.
Punch you or kick you in the groin or whatever.
Exactly. I mean, unless you don't mind that being hurt, then go ahead. But like, it's traumatic.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, here's an interesting question. How often do you judge people by their appearance? Because we all live in a very judgmental society. We tend to judge people by the way they look. How often do you judge people by their appearance?
I think being in the industry of modeling as well, so I grew up, I did a lot of modeling jobs. You're always judged by your appearance. And in a way that was embedded in my head, like, oh, she looks so much better than me. Always compare yourself to other models that are taller, that are skinnier, or, that look prettier than you. And especially with me, I have like weird features, like it's just mixed with French and Filipino. And sometimes it doesn't fit like a certain criteria for modeling. So I guess that made it stronger in those years. But then joining beauty pageants, I don't see myself judging anyone else for their appearance. I look more into their personality and attitude, because I think that's way more important right now, because a pretty face won't win you a crown. A good heart will, and a good attitude, a good mindset will win you a crown.
I totally agree. Yeah. So a pretty face doesn't really mean anything if you don't have a good heart,
Exactly. It's not just about the outer, it's really about the inner and how you use that.
Inner and outer beauty. Good. Totally agree. Now, if you could meet any famous person in history, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
You know what? My idol is Princess Diana.
Okay, we
And
all love her.
yeah, I love Princess Diana, and I always looked up to her. And I never got a chance to meet her, even though I lived in the UK. So I think I would like to meet her, because she broke so many barriers, especially in the royal family. And she wasn't scared to do that. She wasn't scared to stand up for others. She even volunteered to be around people with AIDS. And in that time, there was not much information about people who had AIDS, and people think that they were contagious. But Princess Diana did not care about that. She never judged someone for what they have or how they look, and that's why I look up to her so much.
Yes, I think everybody loved Princess Diana. I do remember that time when she visited sick AIDS patient in a hospital.
Mm-hmm.
There's one image of the sick, actually dying man in a wheelchair, and Diana just approached that man and just basically gave him a hug.
Yeah.
I mean, she wasn't wearing any protection, no gloves, no mask in those days. She just came up to the man and just gave him the biggest, warmest hug. So I thought that was very, very touching and very, very sincere and beautiful of her. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And imagine being in that person's place. You would think everyone's judging you, especially someone from the royal family. They would not risk going near you. But she did that. She's not scared. She's not scared of anything. That's why I really love her so much.
Yeah, I miss her too. Okay, here's a fun question. Gwen, if I gave you $1,000, what would you do with it?
That's such a good question, because it could go either way. I could keep it to myself, or
please don't buy blue jeans.
No, I will not buy blue jeans. I think I would go shopping for my mom, because I feel like, she's always the one treating me, and I don't treat her as often, especially since she's in England. I would fly there and then just like go on the biggest shopping trip with her and buy everything she wants, because she deserves so much.
I was in London. God, over 11 years ago, I think. I went shopping for the first time in Harrods. That was an amazing big store. Maybe you should take your mom to go shopping at Harrods.
Yeah, that's a good idea. But like the stuff there is so expensive, so I don't think $1,000 would bring me would bring me so far. You know?
I'm sure they have a bargain department somewhere.
Yeah, we'll just head straight to the sale section.
There you go. There you go. You get a lot of stuff. That's good.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of clothes, again, what item in your closet have you had the longest? What article of clothing have you had for a very long time and you haven't gotten rid of it in your closet?
I think that'd be my denim skirt. I have this denim skirt which I always wear like since maybe 4 or 5 years, and even though it doesn't fit me as well now, it's more loose since I've been working out and losing weight. I still wear it. I don't know why, it's just so comfortable and just gives me this nostalgic feeling when I wear it. So I can never get rid of it, even if it's like broken or anything or worn out.
Yeah, keep it, because you know what, old clothes keep coming back anyway. They're gonna come back. Some of these clothes may be out of fashion now, but 5-10 years from now, they're gonna come back.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Because fashion changes, like the trends are different every day, so you never know.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, okay, here's a good question. What is a controversial opinion you have that may shock some people, that may create enemies out of you?
Oh gosh. I don't know if it's like a serious one, or like about abortion, human rights, or something like night showers are better than morning showers. I think that good question. I think that people should earn the right to vote. So that's very controversial, yes. Especially
you know what?
right now.
I agree. People should have. I totally agree, 100%. People should.
Yes.
Voting should be a privilege, not a right. It should be a privilege,
Exactly, because some people haven't earned that right to vote, and that can make a big impact on the future generation. So I think that's something very special and big for me. So yeah, that's my controversial opinion.
Well, just remember, they might ask a similar question during the finals. So just be prepared.
Yes.
Okay, how to articulate your answer. That's good.
So I have to practice that.
Exactly. Now, what is the hardest piece of criticism that you have ever received, and how did you deal with it?
My hardest piece of criticism, I think, was that I wasn't good enough at anything, that I would never be able to achieve anything. And that really put me in the lowest part of my life. I felt very alone, especially in the Philippines, because I've been here alone for 4 years now. I have no family in Manila. They're all in Negros or in Europe. So feeling not good enough while you're by yourself, trying to trying to make the most of what you have, that really puts a person down. But it also taught me to be much stronger today. So I think no form of criticism can hurt me, especially in pageantry. You have so many bashers, so many bad comments of people saying, oh, she looks bad, she looks like this. I think that doesn't even affect me anymore. Good. I just, those people, they have their opinion, and that should not affect me, because not everyone is going to like you. But as long as you know yourself, you have a good heart, then none of that should matter. None of the hate should matter.
Exactly. I totally agree, because I think one of the hardest things in life is how to receive any type of criticism, be it constructive or destructive. Especially with destructive criticisms, I mean, people tend to, just bash other people online, behind the keyboard. And I think the best way is to just sometimes to shut off your social media account for a few days, take a lot of time for yourself, meditate, relax, think positive things, and just hang around with positive people who love you. That's the best way to beat all these bashers.
Exactly. Yes. Actually, especially during coronation, I think one of the stories is Rabia. I think that's what she did. She focused on social media, and that really made her overthink.
And that affected your performance.
Yeah, because when you hang in such a toxic and negative environment, it's also going to be your mindset. You're going to think negatively, and you're going to be so conscious of what you're doing. And you have to be authentic to yourself, and that's really, really important in pageants.
Exactly. Let me give you a wonderful piece of advice. Like one of the first things you should do in the morning is that you have to look yourself in the mirror. You talk to yourself. Hello, Gwen. I am beautiful. I am confident. I am smart, and I can take the whole world. Mwah.
You know what? I actually really want to do that.
Self-affirmation. You need self-affirmations every day.
Yes, especially at the start of the day, just to get your day started and to boost your confidence. Yeah, I think I need to do that every day, especially with pageant coming soon, coronation.
Exactly. That's great. I think you can do it. You can do it. I feel that you're very strong-willed. You're very determined, and you're very level-headed. I mean, especially for a young woman, 21 years of age, you have a good head on your shoulders, so to speak. So I think you're going to go very far. So
thank you so much. That means so much to me.
I'm so excited for you. Now,
thank you.
Okay, here's a fun question. Gwen, I have an imaginary box in front of me. What is inside of it?
I hope it's like chocolate and not a snake or something.
What do you think? Choose.
A necklace.
What is it?
It's a necklace.
Okay, necklace. That's a good one. Do you like jewelry in general?
Yeah, I think accessories are great. I'm more of a silver accessories kind of girl because I think gold doesn't really suit my skin tone. Okay. So yeah.
Do you like pearls?
Yeah, I like pearls, but then I think too many pearls is it's overdoing it. For me, it's just like one piece of pearl earrings is okay, or like one pendant of pearls. Yeah. Yeah,
because usually pearls, like a string of pearl necklace, they look better on, let's say, more mature women, older women.
Yes, exactly.
But when you're young, I think maybe keep it to a minimum, like maybe like a pair of earrings and maybe just a pendant.
Yeah, because too many accessories, it just takes away the focus of your outfit and it just looks messy for me. Yeah.
That's true. One question. What do you bring with you everywhere you go, Gwen?
Okay, so recently I've been bringing everywhere I go my cue cards. I'm not sure if you know cue cards. It's like those small cards with like lots of notes on it where I can just study wherever I go. Since recently I'm not really home most of the time, so I'm like either on a plane or like at the event. I think that's the best way to pass time. It's to really take those notes. Sometimes it's like a positive note that I just read, or it's like Q&A, or it's about the news. So it refreshes my mind and it keeps it really active.
Oh, okay, that's good. Now, are you training with a specific camp?
No, this year I'm independent. So last year I was with KF. So this year I'm just going all in with my own team, and I think I feel much more confident like that.
Okay, that's great. Sometimes that's the best way to go is you choose the right people to work with you rather than, relying on, I mean, there's nothing wrong with working with different camps, with different teams, but there comes a point in your life where you feel that you have to try something different. And again, which eventually, contributes to your growth as a contestant, as a person.
I agree. And I had to experiment so much to find, the perfect right people that would fit my style, that would fit my personality as well. So because every person is different, makeup artist is different, hairstylist is different. So it took me a lot of experimenting.
That's good. Enough of all these questions. Let's play some games, Gwen. I love
I can't wait.
First game, I'm sure you probably played this game before. It's called This or That. So I'm going to mention two things, and you just tell me which of these two things you prefer best.
Okay.
Christmas or New Year's Day, Gwen?
Of course, Christmas.
It's the best time of the year. I don't know
Yes.
anybody. I don't know anybody who does not like Christmas. Everybody likes Christmas. Okay.
Yes, it's just the smell of like the cinnamon and like hot chocolate, marshmallows, and then opening presents, like with
And
the music.
Christmas. Oh my God.
Yes.
It's May. Actually, Christmas starts in the Philippines in 4 months. September.
Yeah, they start so early here. I'm not sure why. Like you go to the mall and you hear like Christmas music in September, and you're like, oh my gosh, isn't it too early for this?
Yeah, it's what
I'm
they call
still used to that.
it's what they call the Burr months. September, October, November, December. The Burr months. At the beginning, the first Burr month, September, is the beginning of Christmas.
Okay, so
right.
they put up like the Christmas tree and everything like in September.
Early September. All right. Are you a morning person or are you a night owl?
I'm definitely a night owl recently, yes.
How many hours of sleep do you usually have?
Oh, recently I've been getting like 4, which is quite bad. But I've been taking naps during the day, so I think it energizes me because sleep is so important. I mean, if I don't get sleep, I tend to get allergies or like breakouts. So I really need to sleep a lot and hydrate myself a lot.
Okay, good. Gwen, perfect teeth or perfect hair?
I think perfect hair, because teeth, you can hide that if you don't smile with your teeth. You know, you can smile like with your lips. But if
That's
you have
true.
like crazy messy hair, that's the first thing people will see. That's harder to hide. Yeah.
Well, you can hide your hair too with a hat or with a bandana or with a crown.
Yeah, but I think for long hair, it's harder. I mean, if I was a guy, I think, yeah, I would choose the perfect teeth. But because my hair is so thick, I don't think you could like hide it under a hat, like all of it. It'd be so difficult.
That's too great. Gwen, travel alone or travel with friends?
I think it's more fun with friends, of course, you know, making memories with them. Because alone, yeah, it's kind of a different feeling. You would maybe do it for like a spiritual, like a mental level that you just want to be alone. But I think with friends, it's more positive and you have more fun.
True. TikTok or YouTube?
TikTok, of course. I think I could spend like 5 hours on TikTok, but YouTube, I normally watch Gordon Ramsay on YouTube recently, and like some, you know, scary documentaries. Like it's not really the long things, but then on TikTok it's like makeup or like dance. You know, it's so diverse on TikTok, but that's why I like it better.
Yeah, plus it's short too. They have short videos. So.
Yeah,
like 15,
but you think
15 seconds? That's it.
Yeah, but you think that wouldn't take most of your time? I could be on it all day.
It can be very addictive. So just be
exactly.
Careful.
So it's a trick. It's like a big trick on TikTok.
Morning shower or evening shower?
I think evening, because I'm more awake in the evening. And if I take a shower in the morning, the water here is freezing. So like you'd get like, you know, you'd go crazy if it's in the morning and you just woke up. But it would really wake you up and make you refreshed. So I think it depends if you had a good night's sleep or not. But I would choose night shower.
Good. Lipstick or lip gloss?
Lipstick at the moment. I prefer no shiny, you know, thing on my lips. So lipstick, yeah.
Plus, it's daylight anyway, right? It's morning.
Yeah. And in the Philippines, it's like a bit sticky if you put lip gloss. So it's better to stick with the, you know, matte one, the matte dry one.
Good. Game number 2, Gwen. Would you rather? Would you rather have a golden voice or a silver tongue? Do you know the difference between a golden voice? Do you know what a silver tongue is? It's an expression.
I forgot the expression. Could you clarify it?
To have a silver tongue means to be able to speak eloquently, to be able to express yourself, you know, wonderfully, clearly. So would you rather have a golden voice so you can sing, or a silver tongue so you can speak more clearly and more eloquently?
I think a silver tongue would be more, rewarding for me than singing. I mean, singing is great. I love music, but you could do that through piano and guitar. And even if you don't sing well, you can still sing because it's all about enjoying it and feeling the music. So I would rather speak, nicely to others. I think that make it much easier. Yes.
Exactly. Okay. Would you rather always be 10 minutes late or always be 20 minutes early?
Before I would, if that was the old me, I would say 10 minutes late. But since like I have to be on time to every event, I'd have to be 20 minutes early because you still have so much to do there on the event, on the venue. So I think 20 minutes gives you enough time to be ready for everything.
Mhm. And guess what? Everybody is watching your every move, especially when you compete in a pageant. There are people, strangers that you never met, who could be secret judges for Miss World Philippines. And they could report you. If you're 1 minute late, they could easily report you and they will deduct several points already. So
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So it's better to be early. I think they'll give you like more of an award for that. So
yeah.
I mean, I know Filipino time is a thing here, like, being 30 minutes late, 1 hour late, but in pageantry, that doesn't exist.
No.
Yes.
Not in pageantry, not even if you have a doctor's appointment, you have to be on time.
Exactly. Yes.
Gwen, would you rather have the ability to talk to animals or become an animal?
That's such a good one. I think I'd like to talk to an animal because I have a cat and I want to know what she's thinking, like all the time, if she hates me or if like she loves me or like if she's hungry or angry. I just want to know like how animals feel because the way they communicate is so different and it's you never know their emotions. And I think it's so interesting to know like what a dog or a cat like feels like throughout the day, like what they're thinking.
Right. Well, has your cat ever clawed you?
Of course, she claws everything.
Like
She claws
Palmer.
my furniture. Yeah, she clawed my here, but not as strong. I mean, I think she knows not to touch my face. But like my arms normally are like the most, dangerous parts. She's very wild.
Good. Well, that's what cats are about. Would you rather have chapped lips that never heal or terrible dandruff that can't be treated?
Oh my gosh, that's such a hard one. Oh gosh. I think dandruff maybe. I mean, you can't treat it, right? You
Dandruff,
cannot.
I think you can. Medicated shampoo, I believe.
So like, yeah, so I think I'd do that. Like I just put lots of herbal shampoo on it and hope for it to go away. Or like just wear like a bandana or something and just tell people that I'm losing my hair. Like I can't, Yeah, that'd be the
Okay,
most.
that sounds good. Gwen, would you rather be alone for the rest of your life or always be surrounded by annoying people?
Oh, every day of my life, I think I'd rather be alone because I like the peace of mind, being my own private space. It's nice to be social sometimes, but I'm more of an introvert. I can be an extrovert, around the right time, but I really like my alone time. And if I'm around annoying people 24/7, I think that would drain me and I'd be like not myself. I just like change into a different person. So yeah, alone.
Me too. Anytime.
Yeah.
I don't like annoying people. All right. Gwen, would you rather meet someone on Tinder or a blind date?
I think I go with blind date because it's more exciting. You never know who you're gonna get, which is kind of dangerous because you could be like someone you really don't expect. At least on Tinder, you have like an idea of how they look or who they are. But I think I'd try blind date. I mean, I've never tried any of them, but probably a blind date. But I do it with a friend, just in case. It can be dangerous. Yeah.
Exactly. Good. Gwen, would you rather lose all your money and valuables or all the pictures that you have ever taken?
Wow. Okay. So I think money can always be earned again. You know, if you lose it, you can always earn it. But I think pictures and memories, that's something you can never take back or find, something that you could never, you know, earn again. So I think I'd rather keep the memories and pictures.
Okay, so you'd rather lose all your money. Okay, valid.
Yeah, because you could earn that again, you know, if you're very ambitious and hardworking.
That's good. That's good.
Mhm.
Third game. This is really, really fun because you
Yeah,
never
I'm
know,
having
you
so
never
much
know what you're
fun.
gonna you never know what you're gonna answer. Well, the thing is, give a wrong answer. That's the name of the game. And the purpose of the game is basically to show that it's okay to be wrong. It's okay sometimes not to be okay. And it's
Mhm.
okay not to be correct all the time. So basically, that's the goal of this game. All right?
Mhm.
Gwen, give me a wrong answer.
Okay.
When were you born?
When was I? Okay, so wrong answer. 2009. That's me.
No, no way. So that
That's
makes you,
my
so you're only like 12 years old.
Yeah, I wish I was 12 years old right now.
You're 12 years old. Gwen is 12. She's the youngest competitor for Miss World Philippines this year. 12 years old.
Imagine, and I'd win a crown like at 12 years old. That would break
Yeah. Well,
records.
you're not even old enough to win Miss Eco Teen, Philippines.
Exactly.
It's like,
I'd
unless you
break
make
the
an
standard
exception.
as a 12-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. That's funny. Next question. Wrong answer. Gwen, what is the biggest planet in our galaxy?
Jupiter.
No, Jupiter is the largest planet. So you gave me a right answer.
Oops. Okay. The Earth, planet Earth.
Planet Earth. Planet Earth is the biggest planet in our galaxy. All right, I'll take it.
Okay.
Next question. Give me a wrong answer, Gwen. What caused Sleeping Beauty to wake up after a long hibernation?
Her alarm on her phone.
Oh, she has an alarm clock.
Yeah, the annoying iPhone ones where it just
It's like a talking digital alarm clock. Hello, Sleeping Beauty. It's 9 o'clock.
wake up.
Time to get up. Okay, you're too late for your
Yeah.
party.
It wasn't a kiss. It was an alarm clock.
With an alarm clock. Oh, I love that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. All right, next one. Wrong answer. Gwen, give me a word that rhymes with banana.
Apples.
Apple?
Yeah.
Yeah. Banana, apple, apple, banana. Yeah. They
That
totally
doesn't
rhyme.
rhyme.
Oh, that's cute. Here's one. Give me a wrong answer. Gwen, how do you boil rice?
You microwave it.
Well, you know what? That could be a correct answer.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
kind of dangerous. I think you'd have to do it for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh wait, unless it's like the ready-made rice, that would
Yes.
work.
Mm-hmm. But raw rice, how do you boil raw rice? Wrong answer.
You'd
Smart,
stir
eh?
fry it.
You stir fry it?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
I'll
think
take
that would
it.
work. Yeah.
I don't think stir fry. How do you? Okay, I guess I'm gonna. You know what? That's an interesting thought. I'm gonna experiment that and see
Yeah,
if
I think that could work like popcorn, but that would take a
that could
long time
work.
and
Yeah,
probably
like
burn it.
popcorn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
We
interesting.
should try it.
Gwen, last question. Give me a wrong answer. Who will win Miss World Philippines 2022? Wrong answer.
Anyone but me.
Love
I don't want to name
that.
drop anything because I can't put anyone but me.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good answer. That is a good answer. It's amazing. All right, so that was
Yes.
fun. That was fun.
Super fun, yeah.
Uh, Are you wearing makeup? Because you look so you're very naturally beautiful. Your face is just glowing.
I've
Yeah.
been trying not to wear makeup, so I'm only wearing lipstick and mascara. So I'm not sure I'm kind of self-conscious right now because I feel like my mom would message me and be like, "Why are you not wearing pageant makeup? You're being interviewed."
Yeah, but
But
it's
I'm trying to be
daylight.
very authentic. Yeah, because I want to be very down to earth with people and just for them to see my real self. That's how I look. And on pictures, I may look different because makeup and lighting. But yeah, I'm really confident in how I look barefaced, so I don't want to hide anything.
Mhm. So you're basically alone in the Philippines. You're all by yourself. You're in Manila, right?
Yes, I am. I'm in Manila right now, living by myself in a condominium with my cat. So I guess I'm not by myself.
So your mom is living in UK or in France?
Yeah, my mom is living in the UK and my father is working in Belgium right now. So they're kind of all over the place. Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys going to have a family reunion someday? I hope.
I'm hoping after coronation because my birthday is June 11. So I'm hoping to go back as like, a little party with my parents, my family. And I really miss them as well. So yeah, I think it's time for a reunion.
Okay, that's wonderful. Listen, I
Yeah.
had a wonderful time chatting with you and getting to know you.
Me
Um,
too. I had such an awesome time.
I think you're just so genuine. You're just very natural. You're just very sincere, and I really hope that the judges will see all these wonderful, beautiful qualities of yours, during the preliminaries at least. And I think
Mhm.
there's a chance, and even maybe surpassing your top 15 last year. And who
Yes,
knows?
I'm
Who knows?
hoping.
You know what I mean? Anything could happen if you just
Yes.
focus and on your preparation and whatnot, and just keep keep thinking positive. That's great. Now, before I let you go, is there a message that you would like to convey to your followers all over the world, Miss Gwen?
All over the world. I think it's to never give up on your dreams because if you give up, it's like a sign that you haven't really tried your best, and there's always something you can do even better the next day. So for me, joining the second time, I'm not giving up on my dreams because I'm so determined to win and I'm so determined to make a difference in people's lives. So I would say to all my followers and anyone watching, it's to never ever give up because you will make it one day and all the hard work will pay off for sure.
Mhm. That's a beautiful, beautiful, short and sweet message to our followers. So, anybody, if you're watching out there, please follow Gwen's journey to Miss World Philippines 2022. And she is also visible on social media. Her Instagram account is Gwen Fourniol. That's GwenFourniol at Gwen Fourniol. And of course, Miss World Philippines Instagram, and of course, Critical Beauty Philippines. So, thank you,
Yes.
Gwen, darling, for uh, accepting my invitation. Again, we almost missed each other like twice because of your
I
hectic schedule. So I'm
know.
glad.
It was
I'm,
such a
I'm glad
disaster,
we.
but I'm so glad we finally got to do it because I'm having so much fun. And this is actually my first interview for my this year's Miss World.
Oh,
So I'm really happy this
well,
first
I'm really
interview is going.
surprised. Are there any pageant vloggers out there? Please consider interviewing Gwen on your show. She is one amazing, natural, very passionate, very genuine young woman. And please,
Thank you
please
so
reach out to her
much.
and help her, give her some more exposure to the world. So again, thank you. I wish you the best of luck. Je te souhaite bonne chance. Okay, dans le concours Miss
Merci.
Monde de Philippines, and we will be seeing you. And I can't wait to see you. Oh, give us some hints. Have you decided on your gown? What is the color of your gown? Is it going to be a secret?
Well, like a big reveal.
A big
I
reveal.
can't say what color it is, but it's a Miss World color, and it's not pink because my gown last year was pink, and actually I didn't choose that color. It was my designer, and I think it was a good choice because I like the color pink on me. But this year I'm gonna try something, very out there. So I
Okay.
can't wait for you guys to see it.
Well, you know what? I hope the show this year is going to be much shorter than last year. Because remember last year it dragged on for 6 hours.
Yes, but I think it was such a learning experience for all the girls, to show, the reality of pageantry. It's not going to be like 1 hour, but I think this year it's going to be shorter, especially since we're less girls. There's 36 girls, and I think the organization is different. Like it's organized differently. So I'm really proud of Miss World, how they're handling it this year.
Yeah, because we don't want to see girls fainting and collapsing on stage like last year.
Yeah, I think some girls push themselves to like the extreme as well. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you go. If you need any advice whatsoever, please feel free to let me know, message me, and I'd be more than happy to help in any way that I can. So again, thank you so much. Wish you have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Spend it well, spend it wisely, and just focus on your preparation. And again, good luck, and we will see you on June 5th.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. Virtual hug. See you soon, and I'll message you for sure. Bisous.
Ciao.
Merci. Au revoir.
Au revoir.